Former First Princess Ivanka Trump has lost her bid to delay her testimony in the New York civil fraud trial against the Trump family and their business. According to a report in CNBC, the request to stay the entire trial came at the tail end of a Thursday court filing arguing that Ivanka will face, get this, undue hardship if forced to testify, in part because she is scheduled to appear in the middle of a school week. Oh, you poor girl.
Oh no!
Poor woman. Princess Ivanka. Oh, do you have other things to do? Do you have other things to do? Are you too busy for court? Yeah, too bad. Suck it up. So sad. Now, look, Ivanka, she's lucky that all she has to do is go and testify, because originally she was listed as a co-defendant alongside her two brothers and her father. But, thanks to the statute of limitations, she was removed earlier this year on those grounds by a New York appeals court. Although it looks as though her winning that appeal does not protect her from testifying as a witness. In fact, in Thursday's filing to the appeals court, Ivanka's attorney did argue, though, that she is, quote, beyond the jurisdiction of an Ingorn's court, and that the judge made multiple errors when he declined to quash subpoenas for her testimony. Just sounds like somebody doesn't want to testify. That's what it sounds like to me. Now, the lawyer, Bennett Moskowitz, argued the court lacks personal jurisdiction over Ivanka, noting that she lives not in New York, but in Florida. Oh, you see, I moved to Florida, and so, sorry, you can't actually do anything. Wait, Trump also moved to Florida, though. Now, he also argued that her subpoenas were improperly served. Ms. Trump, who resides in Florida with her 3 minor children, will suffer undue hardship if a stay is denied and if she is required to testify at trial in New York in the middle of a school week, in a case that she has already been dismissed from before her appeal is even heard. Now, Attorney General Letitia James fired back in a court filing later on Thursday, calling the arguments about a lack of jurisdiction, quote, utterly meritless. The Attorney General noted that Ivanka owns property in New York City and still transacts business in the state, so therefore jurisdiction established. In fact, James said, quote, Ivanka Trump has first-hand knowledge. First, Ms. Trump's arguments are based on the false premise that witnesses with relevant first-hand knowledge may be called to testify only if they are a primary actor in the case. Ivanka has first-hand knowledge of issues that are central to the ongoing trial, and staying her testimony may well serve to delay the fair and orderly resolution of a trial that has now been proceeding for almost over a month, in which OAG is nearing completion of its case in chief. James added, Ms. Trump's mere need to attend trial for a single day to testify truthfully is not itself a serious harm that warrants emergency relief. Now, the court agreed. The 2-page order of New York's Appellate Division, First Department, rejected her motion for a stay pending appeal, though it doesn't resolve the underlying appeal, saying that she might still not have to testify, as she is, again, appealing that. But the court did refuse to freeze Ivanka's subpoena requiring her testimony before she's scheduled to take the stand, and that happens on Wednesday of next week. So, at this point, at this moment in time, sorry, princess, but it looks like you're going to have to find a babysitter or something. Find a babysitter, get your ass to New York, and get on the stand. And, of course, try not to lie. Try, I know, it might be very, very difficult for you, but at least try not to lie and make yourself look stupid. Now, here's the thing. No other person would win this kind of appeal in a similar case. So why should she? What makes Ivanka special? I know the answer that, she would probably say, and Trump supporters would probably put forward. I don't buy it. Look, there are lots of parents with young children that are still forced to go to court. Somehow they seem to be able to make it. call this an undue hardship for someone of Ivanka Trump's means and stature is just patently ridiculous. No, she is someone who is very, very privileged and is attempting to get out of having to deliver what I believe could be some potentially damaging or even embarrassing testimony. And that's the reason that she doesn't want to do it, obviously. And although, so far, as of right now, it looks like she doesn't have a choice. She's going to have to suck it up and show up. And, well, that's going to be very interesting.